welcome to the living room.
Hello.
We have such a jam-packed, exciting show today, and if things look a little different to you, it's because I have a guest co-host.
Yeah.
My regular sidekick has taken a little vacation.
Yeah.
So welcome, thank you to Teresa Farrell,
Thank you
comedian
for
Teresa
having
Farrell.
me, asking me. I appreciate it.
You may remember Teresa did some of her act a few shows back, and we were all kind of rolling on the floor laughing. So I thought she was a good energy person to have with me and support me as I do this by myself. I think this might be a better
Thank you.
side for me.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
like it.
I need to talk to Lori about switching seats here. I had a jam-packed week. How about you?
Me too. It was crazy.
And I don't work full-time. I work part-time, and I don't know how you full-time working women do it. I kind of bow to you because I'm finding it impossible. And now my kids are grown. Your daughter's
Yeah, my daughter will be 21.
right,
Yeah.
and but the kids are out of school, and I know moms that are already like, what am I going to do?
They're
with these
going
children?
crazy with the kids.
We've had some rain. Tomorrow's supposed to be
Yes,
rainy.
it's supposed to rain. And
so
then
we-
really hot,
Hot
steamy over
on the weekend, yeah. So we're going to show a little rainy day activity a little later in the show, something you can do with the kids.
Yes.
But I wanted to talk about something.
Uh-oh. What do you want to talk about?
And I saw this on one of my local moms groups on social media, and my jaw dropped. So we all remember the song "The Electric Slide." Do you know remember the electric
Yes,
slide?
yes.
All the old ladies,
Yes.
little kids would run out to dance floors when the DJ would
Uh-huh.
put the electric slide
One
on.
of my dad's favorites.
Okay, well, I bet Dad doesn't know what I'm about to say. Did you know it was actually about a vibrator?
I don't know
Oh my
about that.
God!
Someone said they Googled it and it didn't.
Apparently, I don't know if it's
I don't know.
true.
Did you double check it? Someone double check.
I don't know if
checked it,
it's
and I
true
think-
or some kind of
I think it was
urban legend
Yeah, probably.
that has just all of a sudden started making the route. I'm going to try to find some of the words here. I suppose I should have been more prepared and
Right.
pulled them up. But
I mean, I could get it. You know, the
well,
electric.
uh,
It's electric.
it's electric.
Slide.
I've got to move. Come take me on a party ride. I mean, come on. I'll teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide.
I think it's all in the interpretation.
Well, my jaw.
Well, I'll never dance to that song the
dropped.
same way
Yeah,
again.
but you know what was so funny? It was so funny thinking about all these old ladies and little kids doing this slide thing,
yeah, yeah,
having no clue.
right.
So I was a little bit blown away by that.
It was a little, yeah.
It looks
Little
like
taken
it's a
back.
rumor.
Oh,
Yeah,
PC's got the intel
Yes,
Like it's a
here.
rumor.
Yeah.
PC is in
You
the
got
house.
the down low. I knew you. Yeah, I knew.
Okay, okay,
Dance 1976 from a demo of the Bunny Walter recording.
okay.
But
There
you
you
know,
go.
it's on the internet. It must be true.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if it was true, but it just made me kind of go,
It's a
huh?
cute urban legend, I guess.
I
you know.
suppose. Speaking of people in the house, we also have, I want to give a shout out to Colleen Marie,
Yes.
who is doing our social media for us. Morgan Maxwell, who used to do it for us, affectionately dubbed the bitch on the board. So you're a new bitch on the board. Morgan has gone on to some exciting things that we wish her a lot of luck in. Most recently, Morgan was a contestant on ABC's new show, The Proposal.
Yes, she was.
She was.
I saw it.
aired
It's
last
very
week,
good.
the
Yep.
episode. She's a gorgeous girl, and we wish her a lot of luck with
Yes.
everything that she is
Well, you'll never catch
doing.
me dead in a bikini on TV. Let me tell
my
you.
bikini days are over.
Yeah.
My bikini
No, I don't
days
think
are
I've had any bikini days.
yeah, maybe many moons ago for me, maybe. I also wanted to tell you guys about something. We often recommend products and things.
Yes, we do.
We've had Melissa and Matt Peters on the show, and they're a local couple that has an artisan, handcrafted soap business, What the Soap, and you can find them at whatthesoap.com. I'm crazy for their products. They're all natural, they're beautiful, very organic looking. They have a new line of soaps that are called Picassoaps. And we may have a picture of those coming up soon. Bobby, do you have a picture of the Picassoaps?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
They are so
Picassoaps.
beautiful, and they
Very pretty.
each one of them represents a different famous artist's
Ooh.
painting.
Nice.
So that one in the middle there is inspired by Van Gogh's Starry Night.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of an artist, so I really just took to these. There's a Rembrandt in there. There's Edward Munch's The Scream is the one on the left.
Wow.
I think they are really, really beautiful, and they're wonderful products made by a great local
And they
couple.
lather nicely.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful. I used one they call a shampoo bar recently to wash my hair,
Uh-huh.
and it was awesome.
Nice.
It was awesome. So
Very nice.
I see you have some products
I
here.
did. I actually bought a couple that I like to use. The first one is called Ultra Repair Cream.
We're constantly talking about
And
our
this is,
skin.
it's a first aid beauty cream actually, and you can put this anywhere on your body basically. They're known for their hand creams and their foot creams. You can find it at Ulta. This is really, really good.
Okay, so
really
it's
good.
really moisturizing.
It's really, really moisturizing.
Excellent.
And then the second
we
thing,
all need that, no matter what
second
age
thing
we are.
I love is this is by Nest. Nest
Never heard of this.
is a perfume company, and it's called Midnight Floor. And every time I wear this, I get such wonderful compliments. What are you wearing? You smell so good. You smell so good.
Oh,
It's
that's very nice.
Isn't it
And it's
nice?
not too sweet, which is
Right.
a problem I have with perfume.
yes, because I don't like sweet, 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 sweet.
Oh, that's really terrific.
And so I
Really
love my
terrific.
Midnight Fleur by Nest. And those are two
Where do you
things
get that?
I actually order mine from QVC.
Oh.
I get it from QVC. They usually have sometimes like a bundle where you can
Okay.
get the perfume and a lotion.
I'm
or-
such a bad online shopper.
I'm like a QVC addict. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I like immediate gratification when
Well,
I'm
I
shopping.
like, yeah, I do too.
And I
we
want to
both
feel
do.
it and touch it and
Yeah.
try it on
Well,
and
what's
see
nice
it
is if
and-
you don't like it, you have 30 days to send it back.
Yeah, and then you know what happens? That's why I try things on actually when I'm in stores because I end up not going back and I waste the money.
Returning, I know.
So
I know.
that's a problem of mine. So
Yeah.
I'm very little online shopping unless it's a product I already know.
Right, like I'll reorder that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So I want to also remind everybody that you can follow the Living Room Radio Show page on Facebook and Instagram. And please, if there's anything that you want to talk to us about, give us a call at 516-9, and look at that, the phone is ringing.
On cue.
516-945-9099. I think we actually have a caller. Who?
Hi, guys.
Lori!
Hi.
I'm sitting
What's
in your
going
seat.
on?
I'm sitting in your seat.
Do you love it? Do you absolutely love it? Are you twitching in your skin? Can
Well-
everybody see your belly?
Oh God!
No, Hassan,
are you
come on,
watching?
profile.
Am I touching my hair too much, like people tell me I do?
No.
Listen, all I could say is I don't know what's happening in New York, but we are having a great time here in Pompano. And I have my glass of wine and my
Nice.
feet up on the deck, and I am just relaxing. I
Excellent.
miss you all. Christine, I'm so proud of you
Oh,
for
thanks,
doing
hon.
tonight's show.
Thank you very much. Yeah, going alone. Thank goodness I have Teresa here with me. PC is going to keep us on track. We have a terrific lineup of guests. Wish you were here.
I am so excited. I never doubted you, and I can't wait to see the playback.
Aw.
Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, I'm out on a deck with a cocktail in my hand, so I don't have access to a computer, but I will watch the show, and I am listening on my TuneIn app, and
Excellent.
I love you, and I miss you.
Okay, babe. Enjoy every minute of your vacation.
Have a drink for us.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye,
I'm
Lauren.
watching you
Bye.
guys. I'm listening. We're listening. Have a great show.
All right. See you when you get back.
Lori Fay, everybody
Bye.
from
Yep.
Pompano, Florida.
Nice.
Wind down. Make sure you give her her wine glass. Wind down.
Oh,
Have a
my
great
wine
night,
glass.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Lori's not here. Guess who forgot the wine?
I was
Takes
gonna
care
bring
of
a
it.
bottle.
Bye, Lori.
All right.
Anyway, we have so much to get to today. So just to give you a little heads up, we have several guests today. First up is going to be Judy Ann Knock, who has just released her third book. And after that, we have Bobby Newman from Long Island Trading Post and a really fun Christine's Corner that we actually filmed on location.
I'm
in my happy place.
excited.
So we will be right back.
Hi, I'm Roger,
And I'm Steve.
and we own this house together.
Zap My Tax was so successful with our tax grievance.
We saved over $1,700 in our first year alone. And now we're signing up again.
In fact, we are so happy with Zap My Tax, we decided to save even more money and use Zap My Insurance as well.
Zap My Tax and Zap My Insurance. Two great choices and two great ways to save money.
I'm back.
Hi, we are back, and it's
Hello.
time for what we usually call Christine's Corner.
I love this segment.
Oh, thank you. I have a lot of fun with this segment. We get some good feedback, and if you've ever tried to make, whether it's a recipe or one of the crafts that I've shown you, we would love it if you would post that on the living room page. and see if it actually worked for you, because some things work, some things don't.
Absolutely, yeah.
But today we did a fun on-location segment that I filmed with a special little beach baby friend of mine. Olivia Catalano is 7 years old, just wrapped up 2nd grade.
Aw.
And we filmed it down at the beach, actually, on my boat.
Nice.
Let's see, Bobby, we start with the video. There we go. Okay, so everybody take a look at what we did. Great craft for the kids on a rainy day. Hey, Christine McCauley here from the living room. Today we are filming a super fun segment of Christine's Corner on location. We are at my little boat at the Town of Oyster Bay Marina on the South Shore of Long Island, about 4 miles east of Jones Beach State Park. I have the messy hair to prove it. This is truly my happy place. I grew up at this little marina and just can't get enough time down here. I have a special little beach baby assistant today to do this project. So get ready, have fun, here we go. Okay, so we're going to start by, what we did was Sharpie marker art t-shirts. And we're going to show you some stills and then a couple more videos. All you need are cotton t-shirts, 100% cotton t-shirts, permanent markers, and a little bit of alcohol.
Any color t-shirt, right?
And
Any color?
I think white would probably work
show
the
the
best.
colors
Yeah,
better.
definitely to make those colors pop.
Right.
And what you're going to do is draw a design. It works best with little lines
So here
and
you
circles.
do like flowers.
I drew some flowers here.
Okay.
I made little squiggles for the stems
Right.
and then did dots and lines.
Okay.
Okay. Once you have done your design, you're
Okay.
going to drip alcohol on the shirt.
Really?
And it will make the colors run, and look at what
Oh.
you get.
That's so
Okay?
pretty.
That's the one I did that you're looking at here. My friend Maureen Fulford did that one.
Nice.
And little Miss
Wow.
Olivia did this psychedelic version
Oh, how
of her
cute.
shirt. And we had a lot of fun doing this on a rainy day.
That's great.
It kept her occupied. Her mom was thrilled.
Love it.
And it was really quite a bit of fun to do that.
Nice.
What was your favorite thing to do with your daughter on a rainy, long day in the summer? Or a really hot day when you couldn't go outside?
We were game people.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
my in-laws are big gamers.
I loved the game Trouble. So my
Okay.
daughter and I would play Trouble a lot.
That was the one where you
Yeah.
the
you had-
button?
Yeah, the dice.
Yeah.
And we'd do Monopoly, which I hated because I always went bankrupt.
Yeah, I never liked Monopoly.
I don't like
My brother used to
Monopoly.
cheat. He would always want to be the banker, and I
Yeah,
think
the
he stole
banker,
money.
right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Scrabble. Love Scrabble.
I'm a big word girl.
Yeah,
I love
and
Scrabble.
Boggle. We would do Boggle and Scrabble
Okay.
and stuff like that. And
Okay.
draw color,
Very
tic-tac-toe, hangman, you name it, we did it.
All right.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Spin the bottle?
Games. Not with
Was
my
that your
daughter.
favorite game growing up? Was that your favorite game growing
Well,
up, PC?
no comment.
I don't think I ever played Spin the Bottle.
I don't think I have. Nope. My sister did. She was wild one.
She was wild one.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Can you tell I was never a wild
Listen,
girl?
we're all too old now to play spin the bottle.
Now you're never too
I
old.
don't want to kiss that many people in one setting.
That's true. Depends
You
on
never
who
know what's
who you're
around
playing
these
with.
days, right? Oh, yeah.
Spin the bottle, then they have to drink.
And
Oh,
then,
wine.
and then you
The
drink.
wine
Oh,
spin
you don't
the
have to
bottle.
actually kiss.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That might work.
There were some funky games when we were young that kids would do, well, when we were really
7
young, we
Minutes
would
in
do,
Heaven.
yeah, stuff like that.
RCK was Run, Catch, and Kiss.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
I didn't do it either. My sister did.
Your sister, the
Yeah.
wild one.
The wild one.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I don't know. We used to do silly things like Ring and Run, and
Yeah. My mom
We used to
my mom said
play-
they used to throw the water balloons down. They used to go on the tenements on the roof and let the water balloons go. as people
Oh, okay. Yeah.
passing
See, I
by.
grew up on Long Island. We didn't have
I am
we
from
didn't have really
Queens,
tall
so-
roofs.
Yeah,
roofs.
yeah.
Roofs. How do you say that? Roofs.
Roofs.
Roofs, I guess, is the plural
Yeah.
there. I forgot to ask you something.
What?
Teresa, as I mentioned, is a comedian.
I am.
Tell us where you're performing.
I have a list. I will be at the Broadway Comedy Club in Manhattan on July 16th. We're doing a fundraiser. Friend of mine's friend's dad passed away, so we're raising money for the family.
Fantastic.
And I'll be at Governor's in the Little Room August 18th and August 24th.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Now,
I have
you
some shows
recently,
coming
you
up.
did comedy many years ago, and you recently got back
Yeah,
into
I
it,
did a
right?
comedy in the early 90s, and back then Kevin James was my MC when I did Governors. And I
Oh,
got
cool.
to work with Chris Rock and a lot of great people back in the 90s.
He's a Long Island guy, Kevin
He
James,
is, yeah,
right?
he is. And then I had my daughter, I stopped, and then I had some medical issues, and
Can we
then,
get him on the show, you think?
oh, I don't know about that. Well, that would be great. That would be great. I know a bunch of other comedians. And then I got back into it a couple of years ago, thanks to Bob Nelson, who's another old comic who I love working with. And now I'm just dipping my feet everywhere and see where I land.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
And that's what it's all about, right?
I am, and I rarely say no to anything. Life's too short.
That's great. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with our first guest, author Judy Ann Knopp.
Stay where you are.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Larkin, owner of Red Penguin Books. We are a book publishing company, and we work with authors of all genres. Whether or not you've written a book or whether or not you want to write a book, find us on the web at redpenguinbooks.com. And thank you for joining us. You're watching the Living Room Radio Show at Strong Island TV.
Hi, welcome back.
Hello.
You are watching The Living Room. I'm Christine McCauley, and I'm with my guest co-host, Teresa Farrell, today.
Hello.
Our first guest is a super interesting woman. Judy Ann Knopp is a mom and teacher by day, and in her off time, she is a Wiccan high priestess and founder of a goddess spirituality group. She has degrees in both theater and creative writing, and has recently released her third book, Natural Magic, which is a guide to crafting charms, rituals, and spells from the natural world. In addition, Judy Ann also finds time to perform original psychedelic rock with her band Psychopositive. So welcome, Judy. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Wonderful to be here.
How are you?
Great.
This is exciting.
Thank you. I have gifts for you both.
Oh, thank you so
This
much.
is hot off the press.
Is there a potion in
This
here?
is several.
For my
several.
ex-husband?
Well, this is more
Wow.
like restorative
Thank you.
healing type
Okay.
potions and
Oh, well,
But
I really do
absolutely,
want to
yes.
learn all about that. But first, I think there may be a lot of people, and I'm pretty naive when it comes to what this is all about. Could you first explain what Wicca is and some of the misconceptions that probably surround it?
Okay, some of the biggest misconceptions that it has to do with black magic or manipulative magic, and it really does not. What it mostly has to do with is being in touch with the spirits of nature and calling those connections in a very, very sacred way. So it's about like honoring the earth, honoring the environment, making mindful choices when it comes to your consumer habits. And so that's one thing I would like to emphasize, that it is a very, very positive, earth-based, natural approach
It's
to
not
spirituality.
negative and dark at all. It's
No, I
all
mean,
uplifting and
there's-
positive.
You know, there's negative people everywhere, but that has nothing to do with
Right.
what I do or what I write about or what I choose to send out into the world.
That's wonderful. That's
Thank
wonderful.
We all
Yeah,
need positivity.
absolutely. You can't
Yes.
get enough of that. Did you grow up in a Wiccan household, or is it something
Not
you
at all,
embraced
not
later
at
in
all.
life?
I am the eclectic product of a Catholic father and a Jewish mother. So
Okay, the
I
best of
was
both worlds.
the best of both worlds.
Yes.
I'm an expert on guilt.
There you go.
But beyond that, it led me to just have an appreciation for ritual, for spiritual expressions, as well as an appreciation for questioning. When you have like the two most important people in your life that have this diametric opposition, what that taught me is that we can disagree and still grow in love. And so it did lead me to kind of discover my own eclectic path. And as I grew up through the like 80s and early 90s, I realized that some of the things that came natural to me did have a name, and that was more earth-based practices, more natural-based practices, and that I wasn't afraid to call those experiences spiritual.
Okay. Did you have a teacher or a mentor that helped you to embrace this?
I had several mentors along the way, but the wonderful thing about nature-based religions is there's no dogmatism involved. It's very eclectic. We just kind of make it up as we go along. There are traditions and things of that nature, but it's not really conscripted in the way that organized religion is.
So it is considered to be a religion.
Yes, it is recognized. It absolutely is.
And how long have you been practicing?
Probably since about 1989.
And what would you say are the biggest challenges in practicing with?
Some of the biggest challenges are facing those misconceptions,
Right.
And it's taken me a long time to kind of like overcome my fear of being accepted, and 'cause that's the great
different,
thing about
yeah.
like turning 40 is that you care a little less
Right.
what people think, and
Wait till you hit 50.
You
Yeah,
realize
you're
that
gonna
you
start
really
to
don't
care
care
less.
can't wait, can't wait.
Yeah. So the book's title is Your Guide to Crafting Charms, Rituals, and Spells. So can you show us a spell?
I can't really show you a
Okay.
spell because a spell has to do with intention. So you should never begin any kind of magical working without a very, very clear intention.
Okay.
So it's part of the reason why we spell magic with a K is to kind of distinguish it,
My next question.
kind of to
There you
distinguish
go.
it from like parlor tricks and things of
Ah,
that nature.
I
So if you
see.
had something really, really specific that you wanted to manifest, and as you mentioned, I'm a musician. You think about practicing a piece of music, you're creating neural pathways in your brain. The more you repeat it, those pathways become even stronger. Spell work is very similar. You repeat things and they become stronger. You become attuned with your intention. You speak words of power. You perform actions that amplify that energy. And then you get to create a series of controlled coincidences that often work in your favor.
Okay.
And so
I
that's
like
kind of
that.
like the
I like that
magical
idea. I like
manifestation.
that
So
idea.
it's not really about crafting a spell that'll make me lose 10 pounds, or
It could be.
Oh,
There's
really?
all kinds
Okay.
of like healing tonics, but
She really got our attention.
it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there.
Right.
Because what you've done is you've set your intention, right?
So
then your
no matter
actions
what,
have
any
to align
intent-
with
right,
it.
any
Your
intention.
actions, yes.
Yeah.
and it's a way to get you focused
Is-
to
is-
make
is-
this
Sure.
happen.
Is
that it?
meditation involved?
Meditation is a huge
Where you-
part of
you
my
have
practice.
to center yourself
Yes.
and really go deep.
Well, there's
within
different
and-
types of meditation. So there's like a trance meditation where you try to empty your mind,
Correct.
right?
I've done that.
And then there's guided visualizations where you're filling your mind with images that are going to align with that intention to bring about the outcome that you desire.
This is interesting.
It really
Well,
is
thank
interesting.
you. I find it
and,
fascinating.
And I think television or whatever. I think people do not understand anything.
Right, right.
That what you just said, as it refers to Wiccan, I think they think
Absolutely.
about
They think of
the
witches and
stereotype.
You think automatically Wiccan, witchcraft.
Right.
Well, I'll put a thought form into your mind.
Sure.
So when I think of the word witch, I like to deconstruct those letters, WITCH, to woman in total control of herself.
I
love
love
that.
That's the way I
that.
think
That could
about
be
it.
our tagline.
There you go.
'cause
It absolutely could. That's why I'm
Um,
so delighted to be here.
That is fantastic.
I feel like I fit in.
That's
That is
great.
really
Love
fantastic.
it. Love it.
Well, you are also a musician, and
This is
I've listened
true.
to a little bit of your music,
Why,
and
thank
it
you.
is Christopher. Judy is actually teaches with my son Christopher, and he suggested I reach out to Judy about being on the show, and he helped us make that happen. And,
Thank you, Christopher.
And I'm a girl kind of stuck in '70s pop when it comes to music, so
You would love Psychopositive. You would
Okay,
love it.
well, Christopher described it to me as psychedelic original rock. So we're going to get to hear a little bit of Judy's music as we go to commercial.
Seven, five.
were just listening to Psycho Positive.
Psychopositive.
And it was great.
Song is called 75.
75.
And
It's
you
unreleased.
I was
so
just going to say. And,
previewed here
Okay,
on the
cool.
living room.
Debut.
and this is all original music by your
Yes,
band?
there are 5 of us, and we are just an unstoppable force of nature.
Nice.
And on June 30th, Saturday, we'll be at FM in Jersey City. Then
Fantastic.
July 6th, we'll be at Magic City in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And then July 7th, Awakenings in Hell's Kitchen at the Producers Club in Manhattan. So
Wow.
we're
You are
everywhere.
a busy
I'm a busy
lady.
bee.
That's how to do it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Well, Judy Ann Knock, thank you so much for being
It was
here.
my pleasure.
Thank
teaching
you,
us a
Teresa.
little bit
That's
about
great.
Thank you, Christine.
Wicca and what that all means. You can get her book, Natural Magic. If
Everywhere. It's
Amazon?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, also at independent bookstores as well. And
Great.
if you don't see it, ask for it.
And if somebody wanted to reach out to you, where could they find you?
You can find me online on Facebook at Judy Ann Knock, and
Okay.
also at Psychopositive Band.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Judy.
Thanks
What a
for having
pleasure.
me. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
So
great.
interesting. And we
We'll
will
be right back.
in just a
Have you heard? Laura's neighbors saved thousands of dollars on their property taxes by using Zap My Tax. But her husband filed with the other property tax grievance company. He'll never make that mistake again. Laura went to zapmytax.com and got the savings she deserved. Zap My Tax, saving Long Islanders money on property taxes for over 25 years. Look for us in your mailbox or call 631-889-5500. Or you can sign online at zapmytax.com.
Hello, welcome
Welcome
back.
back to the living room.
We're still here.
Teresa Farrell has put it out there today to be with us as my co-host
Yes,
because
I-
Miss Lori Fay had to take
Yes.
a vacation.
I was actually on Knock 'em Dead comedy show this morning. I'll give the shout out to Eric, Tony, and Sally, and I plugged the show tonight so everyone can tune in here as well.
So we talked a little bit about what to do with the kids in summer,
Yes.
and Teresa and I have both lost a lot of weight in
Weight loss
the last
journey.
year or two.
I'm Still working on it.
How's Rob doing? Does anyone know how Rob's doing?
I don't know. Rob Cividanis, who has been a guest a few times.
I'm sure he's fading away.
Rob,
he had-
call in, Rob.
He had gastric bypass surgery, I
sleeve,
guess,
he had
the
the
sleeve,
sleeve, yes,
on
sleeve.
April 13th, and a couple of weeks ago, I think he was up to an 80-pound weight
He's probably
loss.
almost close to 100 down.
Yeah, I
so
would think.
Good for him.
I
Keep
would
going.
think.
Keep going.
But summertime is so hard.
It's hard.
Barbecues,
It's hard.
parties.
Especially when Mr. Softy comes. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and you're like,
the
oh.
music. Yeah, John
So what do
Jacob.
we eat? What do we eat?
What do we eat?
Well,
and when you get that sweet craving.
I'm a chocoholic, and I have a 3-piece recipe, 3-part recipe. We're
Love
going to see
that.
the picture
Quick, easy.
in a second. There it is. You need Quaker oats. You need what's called PB2, which is powdered peanut butter without the oils in it, and some chips if you'd like. And what you do is you put a cup of the PB2 in a bowl. You add some water to it. You make it, a nice consistency,
A peanut butter-like consistency.
peanut butter-like consistency because you want to roll the balls like you're rolling meatballs. You add a cup of the Quaker oats, and then you can throw in a 1/4 cup of chips. Sometimes I'll add shredded coconut. So you mix it all together just like that. And with the magic of television, the next picture will show you what my balls look like. Those are my peanut butter balls. Now, real quick, I just want to tell you something because I compare the PB2 to reduced fat Skippy peanut butter, and I just want to tell you, this has 2 tablespoons, has 50 calories. Peanut butter has 180. This has 1.5
huge.
grams of fat. Peanut butter has 12.
And that's in how much? What,
Th-
like
that's,
2 tablespoons?
That's for 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
So, and then, and the protein is pretty comparable. But these balls, you roll them up, you put them in the fridge, and they're there for the eating.
And I bet these last a long time in the refrigerator if they don't just get eaten.
Not when
the
they're in
first
my
day.
fridge.
I get a
but-
feeling you're about to make a joke
They
about
might
balls.
last
but
in
I
yours.
see it.
Yeah, I've been trying to resist.
So
the
you can try
balls
them, but
jokes.
like I said, you don't have to make them with chips. As long as you have the
Oh.
PB2,
They're delicious.
pass them around.
Now,
As long as you have the PB2, okay, and the oatmeal. Then you can put anything you want in
Okay.
it. You can put the
I throw like a girl.
don't throw it, don't throw it. Oh my God! You can put the chips. You can put shredded coconut. You can put whatever you want in it, and you keep them in the fridge, and they're great. Then another thing is I do is
It's like a Reese's.
isn't it great? They're delicious. Then I take a slice of peanut butter. Did you give Bobby that picture of the
We have
bananas?
some more bananas
The
on
banana?
the theme today.
Bobby,
for
I don't know if you have the
healthy
picture of the
foods.
banana. This is very easy. You take a banana, slice it, put
Yeah.
the BB2 on top of it, sprinkle a little bit of the chips, throw them in the freezer. 1, 2, 3, boom. And then when you want something cold or chocolatey or you're liking the balls, I can tell they're good, aren't they good?
It's like a Reese's peanut butter
Thank you. They're very, very good.
Now, I do want to point out, you can buy dairy-free chips that are low sugar or
That's
chips
good to
that
know.
are
Okay.
sweetened with monk fruit, so there's no refined sugar.
Right, you find all that funky
I do
stuff.
find that
I
stuff.
don't, but
And you could
it's
use
good. I'll try it.
gluten-free oats as well.
I will try it.
I'm sure would work just as great as that did. So please give this a try. We're going to put the recipes all up on the page,
Yes.
and you too can throw some balls around.
My balls are very popular.
So bananas seem to be the theme for healthy snacks, and I think what's great about bananas is that they add a lot of sweetness, and it's natural sweetness.
Yes.
So I wanted to show. I was very strict.
Ooh, what did you make?
I was very strict. I follow an autoimmune profile diet because I have some autoimmune disease, and this keeps my symptoms at bay. And I was very strict. I did not deviate from the plan for a good 9 months.
Right.
And then I made this healthy version of chocolate pudding, and I was in dessert heaven.
This is very interesting because I've never heard avocado and
Yes.
chocolate pudding in the same sentence.
Yes, it's almost like mousse. So
Well-
I have 4 avocados here. I'm not sure that's going to all fit in here. Maybe you could scoop some in, be my
Okay.
sous chef here.
Oh, sure.
So 3 to 4 avocados
Okay.
scooped in, and then 3 to 4 well-ripened avocados and 3 to 4 well-ripened.
Yes, I'm glad you found them with ripen.
Yes, I did. I had to go to John's Farms in Hicksville.
Okay, so there's 4 in there. Is that okay? Or should you want
A
all
little
of
bit
them?
more. A little bit more.
All right.
It's 4 halves. So, and then about a whole banana for each avocado that you use, and
Good.
that's what's going to add the sweetness.
Ooh,
If you
the banana
like
smells
something
very sweet.
really sweet, if you need a little more sweetness in something, you can add some raw honey to it.
Okay.
The next thing we're going to add, I'm going to start without the raw honey,
Okay.
is
Cocoa?
some organic cocoa powder.
Okay. There's
We're
your
going to dump
chocolate.
in here.
Okay.
That's what's going to make it chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's warm in my house because my coconut oil has melted.
Coconut.
Coconut.
Put the lime in the coconut. And
So
stick
we're
on
going to
the-
put, I don't know, probably about 2 tablespoons. I am not a cook that measures,
Okay.
ever.
I eyeball
Um,
it too.
So I have to, when I share recipes, I have to actually test them.
Okay.
And then all you're going to do is
Is?
whirl it up in your blender. It was like a magic spell.
She meant to do that.
Oh, we got cocoa all over Bobby's studio. This can't be good. So we're gonna whirl that up. I suppose I should have done the magic television thing, right?
Woo! No, keep going.
And I meant to. Oh, we're gonna have to scoop this down a little bit. So you
Well, it's
scrape
starting
the
to look like
sides
pe-
down.
It's starting to look like
It's
pudding.
so
Pudding.
good. Would you hold the spoon? Do not lick.
I'm not licking the spoon.
That was always a rite
So
of passage,
tempting,
right?
right?
Did your mom bake?
Yeah.
Anybody out there?
My mom was like, "You
and
wanna
it was
lick the
such
spoon?
a rite
You
of
wanna lick it?"
passage to lick the spoon. Okay, whirl. And let's see. I think we're kind of good enough to get an idea here.
Yeah, we're just getting an idea
Right?
here.
We're getting an idea.
This is so like.
Look at these cute little spoons. Did I find a store the
Look
other
how
day? It's called
cute.
Amazing Savings on South Oyster Bay
Okay,
Road.
I'm not waiting. I'm dipping.
It's got.
All right, you ready? Here
It's-
we go.
It's a cross between a dollar store and Big Lots, and what do you think? Does it need more sugar? Does it need more sweetness?
Needs more something.
Really? Get out of here. It does need more sweetness. So,
Okay,
That's
it wasn't
when-
just me.
no, it definitely needs more sweetness.
So it needs more coconut or needs
no,
more
it
honey?
needs honey. I didn't
Oh,
put
it needs-
any honey in it.
Oh, that's why she left out the honey.
Because the last time I made it, I guess my bananas were plenty sweet, and I didn't
Need the honey.
need the honey. So we're gonna put some honey in here, about a tablespoon or so, and whirl it up again.
Okay.
And then we're gonna try it a little bit later, but I'm gonna put a full recipe up on the page, and please try it. It's really delicious.
It is. It's so close.
Yeah.
So close. Just that honey.
I
the
promise
honey.
you that you will love this once it's all done.
I am. I'm gonna love it.
So we're gonna whirl this up, and when we come back, we will be with Bobby Newman from Long Island Trading Post.
Come on back.
Hello, my name is Christopher Rathbun from Big Kahuna Productions, where we are artists first and photographers second. If you'd like to book us for our services, please call 631-245-9417. Until then, back to the Living Room Show on Strong Island TV.
Hi. Welcome back.
You are watching The Living Room. I'm Christine McCauley,
I'm Teresa Farrell.
and we have our next guest with us, Bobby Newman from Long Island Trading Post, which is a not-for-profit thrift store that benefits.
It was started Long Island Family and Elder Care. That
Okay.
is our actual organization. Thank you for having me.
Oh, so it's your organization as well, the elder care that you run.
Absolutely. That's
Oh,
how
okay.
this whole thing was formed. About 5 years ago, my partner's father took a fall. Dementia set in, and he learned the ins and outs of keeping him in his home. So what we needed to do was find a way to raise revenue and awareness, and that's how the Trading Post came about.
And what does Long Island Elder Care actually do for families struggling with this type of thing?
Well, it's amazing. We started first off by helping people with the Medicaid process. So my partners, Mark and Tom, they handle that part of it, and they're absolutely amazing. Excuse me. So basically protecting your assets, getting you qualified for different programs like Community Medicaid. So
Which
it's,
the paperwork
big.
alone
Yeah.
could like
it's amazing.
save a
It-
forest.
Absolutely. You have to know the ins and outs of it to get it to work, and they're like 100%. And I absolutely recommend, if you know somebody that's having any issues and want to keep them in the home, to absolutely give us a call so we can try our best.
Do you do additional help with if somebody needs placement somewhere, whether it's a hospice or a senior living or?
Mark is our elder care attorney, and he's fantastic. So absolutely, we've been through every situation that's there. So, every situation is absolutely different. So absolutely, we can help you in any way that's there.
Terrific.
So we have the Trading Post.
Yes, that's what I was getting.
And we
Teresa
have
So, and
shopped
I do.
there.
I see you guys
We
there all
shop
the time.
there, and
Teresa
it's
and I are
a great
big
store to go
thrifters.
into
We
because
are
you can
big
find
thrifters.
anything from clothing to old pieces of furniture
Absolutely.
and collectibles. And I'm a big fan of the store and what you
Where's
do
it
for the
located,
community.
first of all?
We are on Newbridge Road in Belmore, 2034 Newbridge Road. And again, I have a similar problem. I like stuff. So what we do is we try to liquidate people's assets and bring them into a place and make them affordable. Where everything in our store is for sale. Unless you need it, you can't afford it, we'll help you get back on your feet. That's what it's about. The whole organization is about trying to bring people together again to make a difference. It's much easier to be kind and really work together and make a difference here. So we're trying our best.
And how does one contact you if they have things to donate?
Again, we're on Newbridge Road. You can come there. You can call us at 516-826-GIVE. I think that's 4483. And please, just really stop in. And if you like things, like we have everything from furniture to clothes to
I bought a
jewelry.
gown the last time I
Gown,
was in.
a
Awesome.
gorgeous
Gown.
The wedding gown.
No,
Just any
I got
gown?
married once. That
cocktail
I'm
gown.
done, one and done, and it's
Okay,
all
good
good.
for
But
you.
no, it's a navy. It was a navy blue, gorgeous
Sequins
lace.
gown.
No, it was
beautiful.
lace. No
Lace,
sequins.
lace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teresa had actually spotted it for
I spotted
me.
it and I kind of like hit it and I'm like, come here,
Awesome.
you gotta try this on and take it.
But more importantly too, like things and loving stuff and things like that. But when like somebody you love is having an issue or something, from wheelchairs to walkers to diapers and things like that. And we also always have food on hands. So more importantly, if you know somebody that's having a rough go, send them in. And if not by ourselves, by people like you guys and everybody else coming together, it's a way that we can really, I guess, start to make a difference in a world that hasn't been that great, all that lately.
Yeah, especially for the
So,
elderly.
That's
you know,
really
that's
wonderful.
really it.
That's wonderful. And are most of your customers repeat customers?
Usually, once you come in, you're coming back at least once or twice a week. We clean out a house a day.
Addictive, yeah.
Do you
We
really?
clean out a house a day, and probably 20 or 30 carloads of things come in on a daily basis. So you never know what you can find. We don't know.
Okay. I just made an important decision. If you heard us mention a short time ago, Lori Fay, you are going to be so proud of me. I've lost a significant amount of weight in the last couple of years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm going to bring you 4 giant Rubbermaid bins of really
Nice
good
clothes.
clothes, a lot of it with tags.
Nice.
Great.
Um,
Oh,
that has been sitting in my bedroom for a year and a half, because I'm not going back there, and maybe somebody could use it. There's a lot of business clothes.
Awesome. And we are a
so-
501c3.
Fabulous.
Which basically uses a tax write-off
Fabulous.
as donations and everything. And we thank you, and we thank everybody that's been coming together. So.
Do you guys ever do any kind of other fundraisers, or is it strictly by donation and the thrift shop to support?
Right
Pulling out
now,
what they can.
it is. Obviously people do come in or they go to our website, lifec.org. You can donate on there as well. And right now, we're learning. We're new to this as well.
You've been there how long now? How long
About
has the store been there?
3.5 years now.
Right.
So it's been wonderful. We are growing, and absolutely, we love people to come together, and we're doing our best. I owned a nightclub for 14 years before this, and it's a little bit different for me, but we've been great, and everybody's been so wonderful coming together. So yes, please, fundraising things, we have events, occasionally some comedy shows we've done. We've had dinner, gala, and no, we are absolutely looking forward soon to doing a few more things, but every day.
I'm a former special event manager for a large nonprofit.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
like,
we
the
definitely need
wheels
to
start
spend some
turning
more
in my
time
head when
together.
I talk to nonprofit people.
Right.
When you come into the store, you can see how many people are actually coming through and, I guess, being touched from as little as a wheelchair or picking up a can of food, or my partner's helping you with the Medicaid applications. So we thank you. That's all.
Well, we thank you for being here. This is
And
really
doing what you
important
do,
work.
doing
It
what
is
you
work
do.
that is so needed.
Yes, absolutely.
America is aging,
Yes.
and
And the elderly
it's
are overlooked.
yeah.
Unfortunately, they are. They're
very overlooked. The elderly and the disabled.
And we're all God willing going to get there one day. So.
And I like dirty basements, so excuse me, thank you for having me. But looking like this, I've been in dirty basements most of the day today. Didn't have a chance to get
I
home.
think you look
So if you
terrific.
have a dirty basement out there, please
That's
invite
it.
me
You need a
over.
clean out.
So you come out and do the.
This is the
you-
clean
You do
out.
the
So I do the
actual
clean
out?
outs. That's my
Oh,
thing.
wow.
I start
don't
shaking
be
if I'm on a dirty
overwhelmed. Don't be
basement.
overwhelmed. There's someone here that will actually take care of
Come
it for
and
you.
do it for you.
Because it's so stressful. You look at it and you're like, holy cow, where do I start? Where do I begin?
Oh,
We
that's
handle the
terrific.
whole aspect from, unfortunately, in our business, when mom or dad or somebody pass on
Passes,
at that
yeah.
point. I come in, we assess the situation, figure out how to liquidate your assets, and then absolutely get your house together to stage for sale
Right.
at that point. So we can help in any way.
Do you work with any real estate agents about this, like coordinating?
We deal with quite a few real estate agents, and absolutely, that's my biggest passion. I am a real estate person myself.
My mom is.
But we
Oh,
deal
I
with
mentioned
pretty
this to
much,
her.
I would say 100 different agents or brokers
Oh,
in
sure.
the area
Yeah.
because obviously nobody really likes to clean out your house and have it broom swept ready
Right,
for closing.
right.
So
Wow. Many years ago, my uncle was moving out of state. His wife had passed. It was his second wife, not my aunt. And they talk about people who liked stuff. And the place was just, I mean, there wasn't a free surface.
Filled.
I mean, they were
Filled.
hoarders,
Yeah.
the whole
Hoarders.
house.
Yeah.
yeah,
And nobody really knew that about them until we got in there when they had to do this move. And it would have been nice to have somebody helping us along with it. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
it's
Keep
truly,
doing what you're doing.
It's truly my
And
pleasure.
you'll see us in there again.
Yes, absolutely.
Soon.
I'm always around.
Are
I work a lot.
Are you able to stick around for our Just Asking Hot Topics segment?
Sure, why don't we do that?
That'd be
Okay.
great. Bob.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. We'll be right back with Just Asking and Hot Topic.
Hi, I'm Roger.
And I'm Steve.
And we own this house together.
Zap My Tax was so successful with our tax grievance.
We saved over $1,700 in our first year alone. And now we're signing up again.
In fact, we are so happy with Zap My Tax, we decided to save even more money and use Zap My Insurance as well.
Zap My Tax and Zap My Insurance. Two great choices and two great ways to save money.
Wow, I can sleep tonight now. Thank you.
Welcome back to the living room. Peter Cohen just gave us the most interesting tidbit of information, and I think it was probably inspired by the little electric slide thing we did. But apparently, I'm going to let you say it because I don't have this written down. The band Steely Dan. Go, PC.
Band Steely Dan is named like a steam-powered dildo. If you were to break down the words, that's what it means. And supposedly this is true. This is not the rumor.
Howard.
Okay.
Is that what people did in the olden days?
Steely Dan, yeah. Yeah, this is it.
All right.
Stay on the couch.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm afraid to move.
Oh gosh. On that note, let's go to our just. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do just asking first. We're going to do hot topic.
Hot topic.
I have 3 grown boys. A couple of them played sports, Little League. Did your daughter do sports?
No.
No. Children?
No children.
Okay. Been around any? Did you play Little League or anything yourself?
Absolutely. My nephew just graduated, captain of Chaminades baseball.
Wow. Wow.
Very
Big
proud.
stuff. Big
Yeah.
stuff. Judy?
One daughter, track star.
Okay.
Nice.
So we've all been a little, not so much.
I played volleyball in high
Okay.
school. Does
All
that
right.
count?
Well, that counts. That counts. Well, we all know that parent, as parents of kids, we all know that parent who gets a little too involved and a little too excited.
Oh, yeah.
Did any of you see the video of the parents who got into a brawl at a girls'
Physical
softball tournament in Tennessee? It was a North Carolina team,
I did see it.
and the tournament was in Tennessee. They came to blows,
Yeah. The
and
parents.
I am
Wow.
appalled
the men,
by
the
that.
men, and then the women, the wives, I guess, or girlfriends were trying to get them off of each other and try to stop it, really.
I mean, can you imagine, Judy?
I can only imagine.
What
I mean,
your-
it takes a lot of imagination.
It was crazy. I
It
watched
was-
the
it-
video and my jaw just
shocking.
and it,
Shocking.
it was just like, how do you expect our kids to behave if you're setting this example?
What would you suggest to people, knowing your background and getting in touch with ourselves and all, if you start to feel yourself getting so upset in a situation, what would your advice be to people to
Stay
calm
calm.
yourself and stay centered?
Oh my gosh. So my first bit of advice would be to depersonalize and realize it has nothing to do with you and that you may not be in control of the outcome, but you are completely in control of how you react
Right.
to what you are perceiving.
Okay.
It's probably like the one thing you can control is your own reaction.
Now, how about you? You're a tough guy, Bobby. Could you see yourself getting that crazy ever?
You know, control is so very important. Obviously, we all go through times when we don't have it, and walking away is something that I have learned to do in my life at my older age now, and it's
Walking
it
away.
helps,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, they're kids, children, and women are two things that I feel very strongly about. that
Careful
shouldn't
how
be
you use the
involved.
older age thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, we're here. We're all together.
One of our
Back in the
local
day when you're younger, I guess you're
Yeah,
feistier.
you're a little more
and-
feisty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One of our local parks, John Burns Park, has this sign of 2 little boys on the field talking, saying, one of them says to the other, your dad's getting a little worked up. And the kid responds by saying, yeah, he thinks I'm going pro next year. And I guess, sports just needs to be a learning thing.
Well, I won't watch hockey. Hockey makes me crazy because
It's very
there's
violent.
not one game where you don't see someone beating on each other. And I'm like, instead of giving them a penalty, throw them out of the game. Again, our kids are watching this professional hockey and these men beating each other up. It's
Wow.
like, just play the game. Just play the game.
Growing up a big sports player myself, and we always, as children, at the end of a game, shook hands.
Shook
Yeah,
hands.
and they do
Yes.
still do that.
Yeah, shake
I
will
haven't,
say,
I
yeah.
haven't seen it at the past few games
Oh,
I
really?
went to,
No,
and
the
I
teams we've
think
been
that's
involved
really
with do.
important.
I think
I
it's
agree.
very important.
I agree.
Good. I
Absolutely.
think that we should bring more of that together.
I agree. Great way for that. Really quick, what's your happy place? We asked on social media, and we got everything from skiing to the beach to being alone to being with my kids. What's your happy place?
You know, I think I'm just gonna say my bed.
Okay.
Vegging out in my bed,
Love it.
reading in my bed, watching TV in my bed. I could do anything in my bed.
You could do anything.
Listen to
Might
Steely
in-
Dan in your bed.
It might involve walls. What's your happy place, Bobby?
I'm a water guy.
Me
I
too.
need to be swimming.
Me too. To you.
Anywhere in nature, near the water, in the parks, in the forest, in the trees. That's where I feel like most of people.
There's just this supreme kind of feeling of just peace that comes
Calm-
over me when I.
calm and
What is it
connection.
about the water? I've always said it.
Always
What
live
is
near
it?
water
Yeah.
and just have to be.
Island girl here. Grew up here on Long Island. Again, an hour just flies.
Wow, that went quick.
We are pretty much ready to wrap it up here.
We're wrapping it up.
And I just wanted to say happy 4th of July, everyone. Wednesday, be safe. Have a designated driver if you're at a barbecue and partying all day long. Be careful with your fireworks.
It's a Wednesday this year, right? It's
It is a Wednesday midweek.
Smack
so
dab in the middle of the week.
yeah, that's kind of good because you seem to get 5 days then. I kind of like that. I'll be at the beach. Where will you be for the 4th?
I will be at my neighbor's yearly barbecue. They do a yearly barbecue. So
Anybody else have plans on the
Fire
4th?
Island. For the,
Fire Island.
No plan.
And I was
No
there for the
plans
first
in the
time
city?
a couple years ago.
Okay.
I loved it.
We will actually see you guys in 2 weeks. We'll be showing a repeat because it is 4th of July next Wednesday.
Yes, it
And
is.
thank you for watching. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you, Teresa,
Thank you
for
for
being here
having
and helping me through this.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for having
This
much.
was
Thank you for
hard
having
to
us.
lead.
You did a
Thank
great
you,
job.
Tony,
She
Marie,
did a
and
great
Pete.
job.
And I hope you all have a very happy and safe 4th of July.
Happy,
We'll see you
happy
next
and
time.
healthy.
Woo!
Thank you.